Hello, here I am, Dan Polo, owner of Polo Canine. Just to show you how to prepare hot dogs for a training session. Several things you need. Hot dogs, 98 cents at Walmart. Chicken hot dogs ideally, or whatever your dog might like. And then one of these, egg slicers, and a knife. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a dish. Actually, I need a plate. This. I'm going to take a couple of hot dogs. Actually, I'm going to need a Ziploc bag to put them in, right? So what you want to do, take 3 hot dogs, 1 and 2. Now you have 9 pieces of hot dogs. Well, you can do 2 things. You can slice the hot dogs just in circles, like so, or you can make it even smaller. For smaller dogs, I like smaller pieces. So what I do is they work like this. Now we're going to go like this. And I slice one more time, and voila, we have a lot of little pieces. All right, this helps a lot, so you don't have to stuff your dog on hot dogs during a training session. You should never use more than, and a little dog, this is a third of a hot dog. That's one training session right there. And put them in a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna make 3 like this. I'm about, even for lash dogs, really, you really don't want to stuff them, so you can use small pieces on large dogs, or you can just use this little circles. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make them into very little pieces. Again, all I'm gonna use is for this time 3 hot dogs is all I'm gonna use, and this should last you a long time. One other thing is, keep them refrigerated if you don't use them all. The other thing is, besides keeping them refrigerated, you can also make them into jerky. If you don't like the smell of hot dogs in your training sessions, that's fine. Just take all these little pieces. Usually, 1 pack of 8 hot dogs, if you put them on a big microwave safe dish, what you can do is you can microwave, spread them all over the plate, microwave for 3 minutes, then open the microwave, stir the hot dogs, microwave for 3 more minutes, then put them somewhere, like on top of a fridge is usually the best place so the dogs don't get access to it. Just let them cool down. After a couple hours, when they're cooled down, you can put them in a Ziploc bag. Well, now you have jerky, and that way it doesn't smell like hot dog. When, you know, some people don't like their hands to smell like hot dogs after a training session. Really, I don't care. That's what I have dish soap for in my house. I can wash my hands with dish soap. Usually that will take care of the smell. But again, I understand some people don't like that, so you can go that other way. Just use dish soap. Simple as that. I'm now going to put these little pieces of hot dog in my bag. Always circles first. And food is a good motivator. You know, it really is the way to pay your dog. You know, again, it's not a, I always say, I try to be a balanced dog trainer. I don't say, like sometimes I'll just train a dog with just a prong collar and that's it. Some dogs, you know, I like to be, it depends on the dog really. Some dogs, if they're extremely fearful of people, just don't feed them like the day prior to the session, the first session. That way you're helping the trainer to get some kind of bond with that dog. really, I've had dogs that have a lot of fear issues, and even with no food, I get to bond with them the first session. But really, food just makes it easier. You know, in a world where we try to maximize your dollar, which is the time that you spend with the dog, you know, you're paying me 60 bucks a session, or 70 bucks a session, or $100 a session, depending what we're doing, right? You know, you want to get the best of that session. So if I can get your dog to pay attention quicker with just a simple 98-cent pack of hot dogs that will last probably the whole week or two, why not? You know, the only thing that two dog trainers will always agree to is what the third one is doing wrong. Really, I believe in doing what helps the dogs best. If a piece of hot dog will make my training easier, so be it. If compulsion makes my training easier, so be it. But really, I don't like to discard options. I always come prepared to my sessions with something that the dog might like. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, am I gonna go clicker crazy, where some people say that you can only train a dog with clicker and food? No, I'm not that stupid. I know better. Now, am I gonna go compulsion on every single dog? No. You know, some dogs might not respond well to it. I've been training dogs since 2004. Started as a actually 2004 started like a hobby because I had a rescue and they came with some behavior problems, and I just used my knowledge in psychology at the time to fix this dog. I never intended to do dog training as anything else but for my personal dogs. But then a very good dog trainer, he is a compulsion type of trainer. You know, he uses the old methods of making the dog do whatever, and he's a great trainer. He actually motivated me to get into dog training, and I do, and I try to use common sense. I was taught compulsion. I did compulsion for a long time, compulsion only. Then I went to a dog training school, one of probably the best school in the U.S., and they mix everything, and they opened my eyes. And it's amazing how a piece of hot dog or peanut butter makes your training so much easier. It's hard to explain until you experience it. But anyways, now you know how to make hot dog treats. Really cheap here. This is 3 hot dogs right here. On a Rottweiler, this will probably last me the whole week. On a 20-pound dog, I would have probably just used half of this for a whole week. Because you don't really have to stuff your dog with treats when you're training. That's a misconception people have. You know, actually when I go to sessions, sometimes I like to bring 2 types, circles and the shredded ones that I just made. It all depends on the dog, really. Okay, I don't know, I just don't know how to explain that. I just go and I have a feel for the dog and just go for it. But anyways, that was it. That's how to make treats. It took me no time to do it, right? Well, I'm gonna go and check my email and get back to training dogs. Thank you for watching.